it looks like there's a lower area. I don't know if I'm headed down there or not. Let's go this way this time. Oh hey, I can actually move properly this time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is In the Game Kaya, and welcome to ITGK Survives the ARK Day by Day, where today we are hopefully going to be clearing another cave. I'm going to take a crack at that cave that's in the canyons, which are they over that direction? Yeah, over that direction. Back where I got the bee. I found a cave over there, and I want to poke my head in there and see if I can get that cleared. I want to get the third and final artifact that I need, at least bare minimum. So assuming that I never fail the manticore fight, but I need one more artifact from that one cave in the ruins of Nosti. Yeah. Excuse me. The artifact of the destroyer. I need another one of those, so I got to get one of those yet. And I want to get that industrial smelter built. I've got the chem bench done. Got my smithy. I'll move the fab out here once I get these things taken away. I don't want to have to, you know, start ripping these up. I need the metal production, really, and the charcoal production. I need to start making more gunpowder and getting some good metal going because I need a whole bunch of bullets for when I grind the trench. So that's really important. So we've got a handful of things to get done today. The big thing is the cave, so I need to make sure that I'm ready to go for that. And I'm not sure exactly what all I need. I'm just going to kind of mess around for a little bit, make sure everything is in order. Maybe, you know, double check my resources and give the metal a little bit more time to work. But we should be setting out sometime soon. Okay, now after all that spark powder that we made last episode for our gunpowder production, now we have some more stone and flint going again. So we should have some working materials. Big thing now is just waiting to get that industrial cooker done. I'm gonna move my wyverns around, see if I can make an egg real quick. Oh, you're not quite done growing yet. Fire. Okay, so I need Ghidorah. If I had more time on Scorched Earth, I would build a place to store all these wyverns. But honestly, I don't think I really need it. Oh, I need to make a bunch of cryopods. So, able mating. Should be able mating. So, let's get an egg. I'm gonna move my Anki back home. Ready to mate again in 10 minutes. Okay. Are you fully grown yet? You are. Okay. Is your food going up? It is. Perfect. I probably won't get that refining forge done until late in the episode, I think. Or the industrial forge. Because it's going to take forever to make that, isn't it? Needs 600 more metal. So. Where are we at in terms of... Yeah, 1920. So, about 600 more metal in order to make that industrial forge. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there. Actually, heck, I think I might go run the cave now, or at least make an attempt to. I've got time to kill. I've got all the resources harvested for crafting stuff. Maybe I make a run for... I think I still got plenty of polymer. Yeah, I still got plenty of polymer. So I don't think I need any polymer or chitin. Like deathworm horns would be the one thing, or black pearls, but I don't really need those either, because I don't see myself taming a mantis, and I don't see myself making any kind of tech or super advanced items that require black pearls. So I don't think there's any reason for me to head to the dunes. The one thing would be the trench, but I'd need to make up some bullets to get there. Oh, I can make up some gunpowder before I leave. Let's pull charcoal. I would make more bullets, but the problem is I need the Indie Forge. For better charcoal production, faster metal production, I just need that Indie Forge. So I'm gonna put off making more bullets as of right now until I can get that forge made. I can strip all this out, put the forge up, put the fab over there. Probably end up making a cooker anyway. I don't think we're going to get to that this episode, though. I think it's going to be too resource intensive, specifically with the metal. So another episode, maybe two, before we get to the cooker. I need to start breeding up my wyvern army, which is what these are for. So that's definitely something. I'm going to use lightning wyverns for the boss. I'm at least going to give it a shot, because I've got pretty decent lightning wyverns. I would love to have a lightning wyvern with a higher stat. Specifically the melee stat. Like, this is 32, that's alright, but if I could get that closer to 40, that would be great. Where are my other wyverns? So I've got this fire wyvern here. And blue fire. Sparks out of the way. So this one had the stamina. As of right now, lightning wyverns are the plan, but if I, in my running of the trench, find a really good fire wyvern. This one has the health, that one has the stamina. If I could find a fire wyvern that has great melee, I will run fire wyverns instead. But right now it's looking like lightning wyverns. And oh, I'd have to really figure this out and maybe do some testing. Wait, is there something around here that I can hit with my breath? I want to right-click something. I'm pretty sure you have a low melee stat. Yeah, you have a low melee stat. I want to know if melee affects the breath damage. I actually don't know that. Because if melee doesn't affect the breath damage, I don't think melee is a stat I need to worry about. Is there anything around here? I fight off all kinds of crazies trying to run across my land, you know, 6 times a day, and the one time I actually want something out here, desolate wasteland, not a soul in sight. Seriously? I just need one thing. I just need a hair. Lymantria. I guess I'll have to find another Lymantria. What's that? 45? So I'll go back down. Get on Ghidorah. Okay, that said 65. But there's a chance. Jug bugs. Here, there's a wolf over here. Yeah. Okay, so it does change the damage of your breath. So we're definitely going to need a higher melee stat. Find a higher melee stat. Oh. Red drop again. Find a higher melee stat and breed it all together. Lightning or fire. Either one works. The fire breeding would take just a little bit longer because I'd have, you know, to breed 3 together instead of just 2. But regardless, it's only a few minutes. I will make it work, whatever we find. Hey, the push system is working again. Cool. Okay, so I think we should be ready to go and check out that cave. Just put everything that's not necessary to take with me in a box. Okay, so since I found this cave on my own, I am not looking it up. I want to go in and see it for myself. So I don't know which artifact is at the end of this cave. So down in here, there's like this middle section that you can go through. Here it is. This is the cave right here. Okay, here we go. What cave is this? Does it say? Central Mountains. The old tunnels. Alright, welcome to the old tunnels. Right? Ew. What the heck is that on the ceiling? I see plenty of spider webs around. I see spider eggs. I don't see spiders. Oh, there we go. We got stuff now. These look like sulfur rocks. Oh boy. Is this the end of the tunnel? I don't think it is. Nope, it keeps going. Okay, it looks like there's a lower area. I don't know if I'm headed down there or not. Let's go this way this time. There's stuff down there. I see a loot drop. I think that's a loot drop. Maybe that's the artifact. Pretty sure that's a loot drop. That's the artifact, all right. I am lucky. Oh, God. Can you not? So which artifact is this? Artifact to the Gatekeeper. Okay. Why would I continue going down? Is there anything down there? I'm just gonna head up, because I don't want to fall into a bottomless pit somewhere. I'm afraid that's what's gonna happen. It doesn't look like a bottomless pit, but you never know with ARK. You know what I mean? Alright, we should be able to just get up and out now. Artifact of the Gatekeeper. This is the Cave of the Gatekeeper. Okay. I would just run all the way up and out, but I'm afraid that, you know, that I'm going to come across creatures that I didn't kill on the way in. So I'm going to wait. I'll uncryo it. Walk the rest of the way out. So, make our way up and out now. While I'm heading out, this seems like as good a time as any to just briefly mention something. I started a series on another channel. There's a link to it in the description where I'm playing Marvel Rivals edited. So if you're interested in seeing that, there's a link in the description. You know what my content is like, so I'll leave that decision up to you. And it shouldn't affect the content on this channel. This is my main channel right now, so content on this channel has priority. Alright, this was Artifact of the Gatekeeper, right? Yep, Gatekeeper. Oh, do I want to tame you? Female Rex 140. I do want to tame you. Okay. I need a Rex, at least one, statted for health, so that I have something to ride in the boss fight against the Manticore. The Wyverns will do most of the work, but I need something to sit on, because I can't just stand around in that arena, and I'm not riding a Wyvern in that arena, if it's even possible. Seems like a bad idea. Okay, that should be the last artifact of the Destroyer that I need. So now we can just get out of the cave and head home. Holy cow. I'm pretty sure that is a bottomless pit. I think my heart stopped beating there for a second. Oh, God. Bye, scrubs. Ah. So while we're on our way back to Outlaw Gulch, I want to ask you guys a question. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if you have an opinion. Like, if you don't, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I just am curious. I plan on doing day by day for more than just the story maps in ARK. I want those to be the focus. I want to keep doing story maps, at least for the most part, and maybe until I get caught up or whatever. But at some point, I want to start doing the other maps too. The Center, Ragnarok, Valguero. Astraeos is almost finished. I'm not making Astraeos content until the map is done, or mostly done. I guess it's like 85, 90% done or whatever, but I want it to be content complete before I start making content on it, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I want to make content on those other maps, the player arcs, and so I want to do day-by-day series on them, but I don't know when I should start. Should I focus entirely on story arcs until they're all done and I've like played the entire story of ARK? Or should I weave in a player arc every once in a while as we continue to work through these maps? I'm nowhere near caught up to the player arcs. Like, this series looks like it's going to be maybe 20 days or so of day-by-day content. Maybe 25. I'm just, like, you know, guessing here. So it should be done sometime early to mid-summer. And Aberration, I assume, is going to take another, you know, 30 days of day-by-day content or so. Maybe more. Because it's a little bit tougher. So we're looking at, what, sometime in the winter, maybe next spring, before I get around to being done with Aberration. I think me personally, I think the best spot for me to enter, you know, put in a player arc would be after I finished Extinction. Because that's the original ARK story. It's the Island, Scorched Earth, Aberration, Extinction. So I do all of that, and then I can do a player arc, probably the Center. And then I can, you know, maybe do Lost Colony, and then, you know, like I could go back and forth. By the time I get to Genesis 1, Genesis 2 will be out or close to out, I would assume. Like, as slow as I'm going through this content. So I probably will do both Genesis maps back to back. We'll see how I feel then, because that's over a year away right now. But yeah, so like that's kind of like a general plan. But if you guys have any opinions on that, go ahead and leave that down below. When do you think will be a good time for me to do player arcs? How much should I focus on story versus player arcs? That kind of thing. I'm interested to see if anybody has any feedback on that. I'm gonna need a bigger box. This only has 15 slots. 9, 12. I guess I don't need a bigger box. It's close though. Alright, how are we doing on the metal? Metal ignits. Pretty sure that's enough. Oh, oil. Let's go to the oil pump and get some oil, and that should be everything that we need. I can unpin the destroyer now. There we go. 200 oil. That looks pretty good. And that's going to be sticking out the wall. Yep. Move it over one. Is it sticking out the back? Yes, it is. So it's a little tight, but I should have space for a cooker right here or right here. And I think that's all I need, because I should only need the one cryo fridge. And I'm not making a grinder. If I did, I could put up a floor right here and put a grinder on the second floor right here. I guess I'm not doing storage in here probably then. So if I do end up needing considerable storage, I will have to build an addition. I'll probably just knock out a wall and push it a little bit further this way, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. I think I should have enough storage for what I'll be doing here, honestly. And I will just keep the fabricator here. There's not really space for it in here, if I'm being honest. I could put it right here, I guess. Like, I could just absolutely pack this room, but I don't know that that's necessary, at least not right now. I can do it later if I need to. But yeah, we've got our industrial forge up, so I guess I need to make another metal run so I can get some more metal going, because I'm definitely going to need some more. I need some more bullets for next episode. So that's probably at least one last thing we'll do before we get off. Okay, so I have plenty of gunpowder. I've got this here. I'm making even more charcoal over here. So the big thing is I need to wait for metal to go. So let's, how many eggs do I have again? I might get a third egg. Yeah, I think I have 2. Yeah, let's get a third egg. And then I'll go pick up an explorer's note and we'll, get what might be the last of our levels. Okay, this gets me up to level 94, so we'll get that. 8 more levels. I think that should be everything that I need to finish this map. Pretty sure. Steam Forge, but requires element to be activated, so not gonna end up doing that. I get the industrial cooker, might as well. I'm not going to get the RPG right now because I don't know if I'm going to need it or not, really. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of ITGK Survives Day by Day. We ran the Cave of the... wasn't the Destroyer? Gatekeeper. Ran the Cave of the Gatekeeper, the old tunnels, for the first time. And so we should be able to do it just a couple more times. We finished running the Cave of the Destroyer. And we got our Industrial Forge built. So bullet production should be a go. We have a ton of metal going. We've got a ton of charcoal up. We've got a ton of gunpowder made. Got stone and flint. Everything's ready to go for us to start really seriously grinding the Wyvern Trench now. So next episode, we'll be back in the trench, grinding some more talons, and I'm going to see if I can tame that Rex over by the obelisk. But that does it for this video. If you have something to say, please leave a comment down below. If you like the video, drop a like. And if you get a chance to hype it, if you could do that, I'd very much appreciate it. That's up to you. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when future episodes of this and my other series go up. That said, I'm in the game Kaya. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.